Tabsy, great effort and response from the boys today. How proud are you?
Yeah, really, really proud. We've had some significant injuries in the last few weeks. I knew the guys coming back in today. We had some quality players, obviously Fifey and Mitch Crowden, who's been really hungry and trained the house down. So I was really confident they could come in and play a role for us. And pretty disappointed in last week and learn a heap against an experienced team. So thought we were able to implement a few sort of changes and held our structure really well and paid off.
Bit of a day out for you, 4 goals. Did it feel like it was just all coming together?
Not really. I thought earlier I got some decent looks, but sort of couldn't capitalise. Sort of a few nearly, marks, but just couldn't get my hands free. But it was a tough contest, and sort of when that rain came down, I thought some of our young players stepped up and were really clean and sort of able to get on the end of them. But it wasn't one of those games where it was coming in clean. It was a bit of a tussle and. It was a game of ground position, really.
You've been very consistent, or you're at least a goal a game. Has that been a bit of a focus, just to make sure that you're putting it on the scoreboard?
Oh yeah, it always is. I think I'm getting plenty of looks. There's been a heap of times this year where I haven't been able to capitalise and missed some easy ones. So it's a work in progress, and I was able to kick straight today. I think that last one in the fourth quarter, just about came off my shin. So thankful it went through, but it's something I'll learn to do because the guys are doing good work up the field, and you need to be able to capitalise and finish off good work.
One more on your performance. Jo in his post-match presser just then said you're a workhorse off the field and you're bearing the fruits right now. Really been putting in the work on the training track.
I guess in the pre-season, I sort of had to limit a little bit with my sort of injuries, a little bit of load management, which I find difficult at times. But I sort of play. That's sort of my strength is, cover ground and get to contests. So, if you get to plenty of contests, I'm pretty confident. If my body holds up, I can play an important role for the team.
Can you speak to the small forwards? Croden and Schultze both popped up with a couple today. They were outstanding.
Yeah, I spoke about Mitch just before. I think training, his pressure's just manic. So I knew if he would come in, it would be a tough game. The pressure he brings is just immense, and Lockie's discipline to his role has been awesome. I think you saw glimpses of that against St Kilda, where he had some important moments in the last quarter and was able to finish off. And I think that stuff, the offensive stuff, is coming, and you can sort of see he had a really good JLT game where he kicked forward, so he's got that capacity to be a damaging player. His bread and butter is that pressure. And that's what we sort of expect, and that's what he brings every week. Real tough, hard player.
The mids today, we know what Dave Mundy can bring, but Caleb Sarong looks like he's been playing for years. How good is he?
Yeah, really. Had a great game last week where he sort of got the Rising Star nomination, and it's been a steep learning curve for him. He got played on Dangerfield last week. I think he played a lot in Trelaw today. So it's great exposure, and it's really fast tracking his development, and he's really seems like he's up to it. When that rain came down in the second half, it sort of definitely played, helped his game. You saw how clean he was and how strong over the foot he was.
And last one on Lukey Ryan, are the boys just super impressed with how he's going? We're a few key backs down and he's just holding the fort down there.
Yeah, he's definitely playing out of his weight division, but it's sort of tough task that's been asked of him with the injuries. We've had three or four key backs go down, so he's just puts in a contest. He's tough as nails. He sort of goes back with the flight plenty of times a game and just gets it to ground. And you see he's a great kick and user. So very, very important player for us.